Asuka, the energetic and strong mother. Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asuka's Revenge.
My name is Kotomi. I'm an ordinary office lady.
I'll go home first then.
Yeah, see you later. I'll leave soon too. I started living with my boyfriend Kenji 3 months ago. He's kind and honest. I'm living life while thinking about getting married to him. One day, I was walking home from work as usual when... Kotomi? What? Someone called my name from behind. When I looked back, I saw a familiar face. But I couldn't remember who it was. Who was she?
You don't remember? It's Kaori. We used to go to elementary school together.
Oh, Kaori! I remembered. I used to play with her a lot when we were in elementary school. It's been a while since we last met, so I couldn't remember her right away, but when she said it, I remembered. It's been a while. How have you been? You live over here?
Yeah, I've been living over here since university.
It's been a while since we last met, so we had a lot to talk about. During elementary school, I spent most of my time with Kaori. We were together during recess, PE class, and even when we went home. But when I was about to enter junior high school, my parents were transferred to a new location, and we had to move to the next prefecture.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't forget about me even after we move away.
Of course, I'll write to you too.
As promised, even after we moved away, we continued to write to each other. When I came home from school, I would look in the mailbox every day, excitedly hoping that I would find a letter from Kaori. When I did receive a letter, I was so happy. But after about 3 months, we both became busy with club activities and we sent letters to each other less often until one day it just stopped. Since then, I haven't had any contact with Kaori. I see. I didn't know we lived so close.
I know. What are you doing now, Kotomi?
I've been working in sales after graduating from university.
That's amazing! I've been working part-time since graduating from university.
I see. Since we're here, let's exchange numbers.
Yeah, sure.
So we exchanged line IDs and said we'd keep in touch after we parted ways. Hey, listen. On my way home today, I immediately told Kenji about it after I got home.
Oh, wow. With your friend you lost contact with?
As we were talking about this, I got a line from Kaori straight away.
Kotomi, I was so surprised today. I'm relieved to see that you haven't changed. Let's go out to eat sometime.
I know, I was really surprised. Yeah, let's. So we made plans to go out to eat together.
I see. So, you're living with your boyfriend?
Yeah, that's right. And what about you, Kaori?
I'm not living with him, but I have a boyfriend I've been going out with for 2 years.
Huh, that's great. Show me a photo.
What? Show me yours then, too.
After talking like this for the first time in a while, the atmosphere was the same as it had been back then, and I felt a sense of nostalgia. After that, I started seeing Kaori more often, and a few months passed. Then one day...
I'm pregnant.
What? Pregnant? Congratulations! She told me that she was going to have a baby, and at the same time, she told me that she was going to get married. I was honestly happy to hear her news. 2 years later, I got pregnant at the same time as my marriage, so I reported to her as well.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Thanks. There are so many things I don't know about having a child, so teach me lots of things.
Yeah, of course! If you need any clothes, just let me know. I still have lots of clothes at home.
Really? That would be so helpful. After that, I gave birth to a healthy baby girl. Kaori taught me a lot of things as I struggled with childcare. But from around that time, I started to feel a little gap between me and my friend.
How is it? It's really hard to raise a child every day, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm giving her milk every 3 hours, and I'm not getting enough sleep at night.
I know! I just want a little bit of my own time.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, here!
Kaori then gave me a paper bag. Inside were hand-me-down clothes from her daughter. Thanks. I was short of clothes, so I was grateful. I opened the bag a little to take a look, but the children's clothes inside were not really my style.
It's still new, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. To be honest, I didn't want my daughter to wear this, but I at least made sure to express my gratitude. At the time, I just thought our tastes were a little different, and when I got home and had a bit of time to myself, I checked social media. What? Kaori posted something, and there was my daughter's face in it. I didn't want her to post my daughter's photo. I'm not a celebrity or a TV personality, so I don't think it's a big deal that she posted a photo of my child, but I still felt a little uncomfortable that she had posted my daughter's face online without asking. I felt a little uncomfortable about it, but I continued to interact with her. When my daughter started going to nursery school, I had a little more free time, so I started working part-time at a supermarket nearby.
My salary's enough, so you didn't have to work.
No, it's not that. I just can't sit still at home.
I see.
I told my husband that and continued to work. And even after I started working, I still found time to go out for meals with Kaori. But recently, her comments started making me feel uncomfortable more and more. So I started working part-time. When I told her that I had started working outside the home.
What? You're still working even after getting married?
What? She made fun of me for some reason. What do you mean, still?
Because you working means you can't live on your husband's salary, right?
What? I already explained to her that I didn't like sitting at home, but she made a teasing comment like that. I think I explained that earlier, but... Of course, I tried to correct her, but...
No. If you don't like sitting at home, why don't you start learning something or go to the gym? I don't understand why you would go out of your way to work.
Well... I tried to explain it again, but then I remembered that when she graduated from university, she was working part-time. And after getting married, she quit her job and was living as a full-time housewife. So from her point of view, she probably can't understand why I would be working when I have the financial means to live without working. I just want to work and I like interacting with people. So there's no reason for Kaori to say anything about it.
You don't have to get so angry.
I guess I got a little angry too and I reflected on myself, but I heard that Kaori's husband works for a rather famous company and his salary is probably good too. Perhaps because of this, from then on Kaori started to look down on me a little. One day when we got together for a meal.
You know, we bought a new car the other day.
A new car? That's great.
Right. You have a secondhand car, right?
What? Yeah.
Of course. Well, if you're not having any problems with that, I guess it's fine.
Things like that.
The other day, my husband took me to a really nice restaurant for work.
That's nice. What kind of food?
It was a course, so they brought it to us. It was all delicious food, and it was all food that you'd never be able to eat in your lifetime.
I see. Repeating such comments, my dissatisfaction was piling up these days. And finally...
Hey, Kotomi, would Kenji be interested in working at the same place as my husband?
What? The same as your husband? I suddenly received such a proposal.
Yeah, it seems like one person quit. Kenji isn't thinking of staying at his current workplace forever, right?
What? At first I thought it was just a scout, but that wasn't the case. What do you mean?
Well, Kenji works late at his workplace, right? So I'm guessing his salary is lower than my husband's.
What?
So if he came to my husband's workplace, his salary would go up. And if our husbands became friends, it would be good for us too.
I could still shrug it off when she was saying all sorts of things about me. But when she started talking about my husband, I couldn't take it anymore. Enough is enough!
What?
I shouted at her. What? You think being a housewife makes you great? I'm just working because I want to work. There's no reason for you to be saying all sorts of things about it.
I just thought it was a little unusual.
No, that's not it. You're looking down on me. You think housewives are superior and dual-income households are poor.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, you did. Even though you didn't mean to, your words revealed your true feelings.
What? I thought I was doing you a favor!
Liar. You think you're superior to me because you're a housewife, right? Then Kaori.
Yeah, that's right. I do think that, because that's how it is. I don't understand why you would work even after getting married.
What? She spit her truth, and I thought it would be difficult to continue my relationship with her from now on. That's enough. Fine, you were just looking down on me after all. I see. I thought you were my best friend. But when I think about it, the only time we hung out together was when we were in elementary school. We went to different schools for junior high, high school, and university, so of course things would change.
What? Are you saying it's my fault?
I don't know about that, but at the very least, I don't understand what you're saying. I left the money for my meal and left the restaurant. This means I won't be able to contact Kaori or go out to eat with her anymore, but I thought that was fine, and we stopped contacting each other. A year passed since then. My daughter started elementary school, and I quit the supermarket where I was working part-time and started working full-time in a different company.
Kotomi-san! This part!
Oh, it'll fix if you click on that button. I had also worked as a full-time employee before I got married, and I often had the opportunity to teach my colleagues about relatively simple computer tasks. My work and personal life were progressing smoothly until one day.
Today, I'd like to introduce a new employee.
At the morning assembly, a senior employee introduced a mid-career hire, but... What?
Oh? Do you know each other?
The person who came was Kaori. Well, yeah. I was surprised to see the person I had a falling out with at the same workplace, but at the same time, why? She used to look down on me for working. As I was trying to figure out the situation in my own way.
That's perfect, Kotomi-san. Can you be Kaori-san's trainer?
What?
What?
I was appointed as Kaori-san's supervisor. Of course, I wanted to refuse, but I couldn't do that because it was my senior's instructions. I obediently followed her orders. Could you start up this PC for now? Then Kaori.
Where do I press to start it up?
What? Oh, this. Can't you see it's right in front of you? I thought that, but even after that. Oh, you didn't have to erase that. Can you undo it with Command Z?
What? Command Z?
That's right. She had no PC skills at all, having been a part-time worker after graduating from university and a full-time housewife after getting married. I thought, this is going to be tough. At lunchtime, I asked her why she started to work as I showed her where the canteen was. Then,
My husband got fired. Our daughter started elementary school, so I had to go out to work to make ends meet.
she must have been embarrassed to tell me this as she had been so critical of me before. I see. Well, let's do our best from now on. I thought we would never have any contact again, but for some reason we ended up working at the same company. I was a little uncomfortable about it, but I thought to myself, this is my job, and I took on the task of training her. Oh, click here, not there. No. You can make a copy by pressing here, so there's no need to make another one. I thought it would take a lot of patience to train her to be a full-fledged employee. However, the next morning,
Sorry, Kotomi-san. She just called and said she wanted to quit.
what? Kaori had resigned after a day.
I asked her why, and she said it wasn't for her. If that's the case, why did she come in the first place? I went through all the procedures and social insurance and everything.
Yeah. My senior said that, but she probably didn't want to work while being taught by me. She's a person who makes fun of others, but I'll probably never see her again. My name is Asuka. I'm an ordinary 25-year-old working as an office worker at a small company. I've been going out with my boyfriend Takashi, who works at a car maintenance shop, for about a year now.
Aska, aren't you cold? I have a blanket, so you can use it.
Yeah, thanks. Takashi's very kind to me, so I think he's a good person. That's right, One day.
Oh, excuse me. I'd like to order.
I was at a family restaurant with my boyfriend on a date. We ordered what we wanted to eat and waited for it to arrive.
Here you go.
When the waiter brought the food, Takashi looked at it with a puzzled expression. Then, all of a sudden,
Hey, waitress, the plate's dirty.
Takashi pointed out that the plate was dirty.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll replace it with a new one right away.
The waiter immediately apologized and hurried to take care of it, but
Man, you should do better. This is something you're serving the customer.
I'm sorry.
he kept complaining. And then,
If I post this on the internet, the store's reputation will be ruined. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry.
even though they replaced the plate, he kept complaining to the staff. Even I couldn't help but get a bit annoyed by this. Takashi, it's fine by now. They replaced the plate with a different one, and the staff apologized. I told him, but
I'm saying this because I care about the restaurant.
He's really kind to me, but he's a so-called complainer who's really harsh on other people, especially the restaurant staff. Anyway, we managed to calm things down and started eating, but the other customers were staring at us, and it wasn't a fun date at all. After we left the restaurant, hey, can you stop doing things like that? The staff didn't do it on purpose, and it's not good. I gave him a stern warning in the car, but
Why? Serving something like that to a customer is proof that they're not doing their job properly. We're the customers and we're paying them. So they have to fulfill their responsibilities and we have to teach that.
teach? It's true that the plate was dirty, but it's not our job to teach them. He didn't even listen to my warning. I continued my relationship with Takahashi while bottling up my emotions. Then one day,
Aska, let's go to that bakery you said you wanted to go to.
Are you sure? My boyfriend invited me to the bakery I've always wanted to go to, and I got excited. Then,
But sorry, the charger for the computer I use at home isn't working properly. I want to go and look at a new one. Will you come to the electrical appliance store with me before we go to the bakery?
yeah, okay. I agreed because there's an electrical appliance store in the street to the bakery. On the day off, we headed to the electrical appliance store in his car.
Where's the charger? I'll ask the clerk. Oh, excuse me. This charger isn't working properly, so I'd like to get a new one. Do you have any in stock? Yes. Can you wait a little while?
The clerk then disappeared into the back of the store. But even after waiting for a while, the clerk didn't come back.
So slow.
He's starting to get impatient. It's Sunday and the store is busy. Let's wait a little longer. Even if I tell him kindly.
But isn't it taking a little too long? How long does it take to just find one charger?
Let's wait a little longer. Just when I thought the atmosphere was going to get bad again, the shop assistant came back, but...
I'm sorry, but it seems that this product is currently out of stock.
Unfortunately, it was out of stock. Then...
Huh? So after making us wait this long, it was out of stock?
Hey, Takashi! He started getting angry.
Don't make fun of the customer. How can you make us wait this long? I'm sorry.
The shop assistant was at a loss for words with his unreasonable complaint. Takashi, there's nothing we can do. The shop assistant searched hard for it too, so let's give up for today.
If I give up, I won't be able to charge my computer at home.
We can go to a different shop. I wanted to get away from there as soon as possible, so I suggested that to him, but...
Yeah, but I've been thinking about it for a while. This shop is always slow to answer the phone, and sometimes they don't answer at all. I don't think the staff are properly trained. We'll give them strict guidance.
The complaint gradually went off topic and started to trouble the shop assistants. That's enough! This has nothing to do with the current situation. He just went on and on with his complaints, and in the end...
Look at how much time it took. I was planning to just buy a charger and leave straight away. We've got plans after this too. What are you going to do about that? I'm really sorry.
I was going to say that it's obviously your fault that it's taking so long, but I held back since it would be a pain. If we left the store as soon as he realized there was no stock, it wouldn't have dragged on for so long. It's his fault, and I can't understand his complaints to the shop assistant, and I was embarrassed that people thought I was this guy's girlfriend. To begin with, why did I have to come along with him when it was his errand? When I thought about it calmly, it was a mystery. If it was his errand, he should have come when he was alone. Takashi! You're troubling him, so let's go. I said that, and he reluctantly stopped complaining, but at the end...
Do you know if you have it at a different store? I would have to check. Damn, at least do that for me.
Hey! To Takashi, who started saying that, I grabbed his arm and left the store. I'm sure he was thinking about how he was doing the right thing, but I was so disgusted by the fact that he even had that kind of brain. I started to wonder why I started liking this guy in the first place. Naturally, I was feeling awful. He gets into the car and is full of enthusiasm to go to another store, but... Sorry, I can't continue to be with you like this.
What?
Let's break up. And I told him to break up.
Wait a minute. What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
All of a sudden? First of all, it's crazy how you don't even understand that.
What?
How can you be so rude to the clerk? Why can you say such bad things about them?
No,
I know you say it because you think it's the right thing, but we're the customers and they're the shop assistants. Even customers need to have good manners.
No, it's because the shop assistant was so bad.
But you say it like you're right in front of other customers. Try putting yourself in my position. I can't continue going out with you anymore. We don't need to go to the bakery. Goodbye. And with that, I got out of the passenger seat.
Hey, are you sure? It's a long way to your house from here.
It's fine. I'll take the train home. It takes about an hour to get home by train, but I thought it was better than being locked in a car with him. He was shouting my name from behind me, but I didn't turn around and just kept walking. Even after I got home, he kept calling and messaging me online, but I ignored all of them and blocked him to put an end to this relationship. A few months later, I started going out with a guy called Ryota, who I met through a friend.
Yeah, this is really delicious.
Yeah, it is. Wait,
What's wrong?
I was having a nice meal with him when I noticed a bug in my water. There's a bug. He also noticed it and called the waiter over, and it occurred to me. No, don't get angry. Someone's memory flashed back in my mind, and I wanted to stop him, but...
Excuse me, there's a bug in this water.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll replace it immediately.
No, I'm sorry for making you busy.
Ryota was so understanding and kind to the waiter, and I was relieved. Thanks, Ryota.
No problem.
I was gradually becoming more and more attracted to him. Then one day...
Asuka, will you marry me?
What? I'm so happy. He proposed to me, and I registered my marriage with Ryota and started a new happy life together. Then one day...
The car inspection is coming up soon.
Ryota's car inspection was coming up, and he had to take it to the garage. On a weekend, we headed to the garage where we had made an appointment for that day.
You must be the person who made an appointment for the car inspection today. I'll take your car keys. Could you wait in the waiting area?
While we were waiting for the car inspection to be completed, we each got a drink from the all-you-can-drink menu and sat down to wait. The front of the room was made of glass, and through it, we could see a mechanic working on the car, and we watched as Ryota's car gradually got taken apart. I suddenly spotted a familiar face among the mechanics. What? Takashi? It was my ex-boyfriend Takashi. Right, he was a mechanic too. Wait, but I don't think he worked here. Maybe he changed jobs after we broke up. Are you serious? I don't want to see him. He's over there checking the car, so he won't notice me. But I didn't want him to find out, so I hid my face and waited for the car inspection to finish. However,
Tanaka-sama.
Takashi came over to the store and started calling the customer's name, probably to explain the condition of the car. I desperately hid my face so that I wouldn't be found out, and then...
Finally, how long are you gonna make me wait? What?
The customer Takashi called got angry with him.
I was told that it would only take an hour. How many hours have you made me wait?
It seems like he's getting angry because the process is taking longer than he had expected.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were also carefully inspecting each car in order, so there's a possibility of taking longer than originally planned. If that's the case, don't you think it's normal to explain that clearly? Can't this shop contact the customer?
What an unreasonable customer. The other customers there were also looking at him with an annoyed expression. Wait, Takashi used to say something similar. And I remember the time when we were dating and my sympathy for him disappeared. At that moment, I was distracted by the annoying customer and our eyes met and he found out. Oh no, I wanted to leave without being found out. I was lamenting my lack of caution when...
How many times do I have to tell you? It takes some time to carefully look at the car. If you're happy with a quick check, I'll give it back to you now. What?
What? He started getting angry at the customer.
Who do you think you are? I'm a customer, you know that, right? Then why don't you just wait until the inspection is over?
Of course, the customer also got angry and they started to argue. Luckily, the person who looked like a boss stepped in and managed to calm things down, but the customer continued to act up.
That was quite the scene.
Yeah. I agreed with my boyfriend, who had no way of knowing that was my ex-boyfriend. He probably argued back like that after seeing his ex-girlfriend since he didn't want to look weak. He gets angry when others complain just like him. I was fed up with my ex-boyfriend's actions even after breaking up. We were also called by the mechanic to hear about the current state of the car. He said that one part needed to be replaced, but it was currently out of stock, and we would have to come back another time.
Asuka, can I ask you?
Well, it's not that big a deal. Ryota had work to do, so he asked me to come back here again. I didn't want to see my ex-boyfriend after being shown that kind of thing, but I thought that we would hardly face each other, so I agreed. Then I visited the shop again later. Huh? I noticed that there was a plate with the staff's self-introductions on the shop's entrance. As I was looking at it, I realized that Takashi's was not there. I asked the mechanic in charge about it.
Oh, that guy. He got fired.
Oh my. He was fired. It was an event that made me think again that people who behave rudely to shop assistants are absolutely unforgivable, and karma does strike back.
I'm Asuka. I don't have any kids yet, but I've been married for 3 years and I'm a working housewife. Recently, I've become really into baking bread. Hello, I brought you some more.
Thanks.
One day, I made too much and gave some to my neighbors who were very happy with it. Since then, I've been delivering requested items and new creations like this from time to time. It was a peaceful time like that. But one day, I baked some rice bread that my father-in-law had liked before. And when I took it to him, his daughter Kotomi, who got married about 6 months before, was also visiting.
Thanks. My husband really likes this.
What? You made this bread, Asuka-san? That's amazing.
I recently bought a home-use bread machine, so I've become really into baking. I was invited inside, and the 3 of us women sat down for tea.
Hey, Asuka-san, can you bake anything using the home-use bread machine?
Yeah,
Even baguettes?
you can make the dough for baguettes, but you have to bake it in the oven.
Really?
Naturally, we got really excited talking about bread.
Hey, Asuka-san, can you send some to my house next time? I really love bread.
Sure, but I don't make it that often.
Kotomi, if you want her to make you some, you have to pay for the ingredients.
I know that. Normal bread or French bread is fine. I'll come and get it if you contact me when you bring some to Mom.
I have a job too, so I only make it 2 to 3 times a month. I only bring it to my parents' house once a month, so I've never worried about the cost of ingredients. The mother-in-law who said that to her daughter has never paid me for it either. But it's within the scope of my hobby. I guess I could. Okay, I'll see you next time then.
Yay! Thanks, Asuka-san.
I agreed to do it for now. And a while later on a holiday, I decided to bake some bread again, so I contacted my sister-in-law. I'm baking some bread. Do you have any requests?
I'd like some bread.
Okay. I just baked some bread the day before using the timer, and I used half of it for breakfast. So I baked the other half and some bagels with nuts in them. And in the afternoon, I went to my in-laws' house.
Wow, you can make bagels too? That's amazing.
Well, I used an oven for this one.
Oh, it looks delicious. Thanks, Asuka-san.
My sister-in-law and mother-in-law were happy, and we had another tea party. We talked and had a good time, but we didn't talk about the cost of ingredients. But I didn't expect anything, so I let it slide. That night,
I'd like French bread next week.
what? No way. I have to go out next week, so I'm taking a break from baking. I received a request from my sister-in-law, so I replied with a wry smile.
Oh, then it's fine, even if it's on a weekday night. We ate the bread from today for dinner, and my husband was really happy about it.
I've been working overtime, so I don't think I can do it on a weekday. I'll contact you when I bake it next time. My baking is just a hobby, and I'll do my best to answer requests, but I don't want to go out of my way for other people, so I said no clearly. I received a stamp that said okay, so I left it as it was. Since then,
Akane-san, are you still working? Are you baking the bread today? I want to eat Akane-san's bread. Can you make anpan? I also love sweet bread.
maybe it's because she's a full-time housewife and has a lot of free time, but she sends me messages without any regard for my work, so I was getting a little fed up with it. I've been ignoring them, but one day I told my husband about it.
What nerve does she have? She's been spoiled by her parents after all. Sorry, Asuka. I'll tell her myself.
It's not that big a nuisance. I'm happy to be asked, but it's my hobby, so I want to do it when I want to. I'm busy with work too. I know my sister-in-law doesn't mean any offense, so I just asked her to be careful with the way she says things. A few days later,
I'm sorry for being so persistent. I'll leave it to you when it's convenient for you from now on.
she's not giving up, but it seems like she's at least reflecting on her actions. My sister-in-law can be a bit annoying, but she's not a bad person. After receiving that message, she became quieter, so I breathed a sigh of relief. Then one day, after some time... Who could it be at this hour? Yes? I was able to come home early because work calmed down, so I was making dinner when the doorbell rang. When I answered the door...
Package for you. Please sign.
What? A delivery guy brought a big package. I was surprised because I had no recollection, but it did have my name on it. When I looked more closely, I saw that it was addressed to me, and the product name was Home Bakery. That's when it hit me. Could it be? It is! When I opened the box, I found a card with the words, "Congratulations," a piece of paper with the name of the online survey I had filled in a while ago, and a brand new home bakery. Wow, I never thought I'd actually win something like this. It was the first time I'd ever won anything from a survey or even entered one, so I was really happy. But why did I choose a home bakery of all things? Was it because the bread gods had my side? Or maybe the bread demon was charmed? A Japanese beef hamburger would have been better, but I decided to be happy about it. And a few days later, it's been a while.
Welcome back.
We were waiting for you.
It's been a while since I baked bread and took it to my in-laws' house. While we were talking. Oh, by the way, I got a new home-use bread machine.
What?
You bought a new one?
No, I actually won it in a lottery. I told them about the lottery, and then, well, I've got two, so I'm thinking of giving the old one to someone else. And the next moment,
I'll take the new one.
what? I heard a selfish line. But the new one.
It's better to give someone the new one, right? You're used to the old one, aren't you? I want the new one.
No, I'll give you the old one, but I'll use the new one.
Why? Come on, you won it in a lottery and it's free. The old one was the one you bought with your own money, right? You should give me the one you got for free.
To be honest, there's another reason why I wanted to use the newer one, and it didn't have to do with new or old. But when I was about to explain it, my mother-in-law opened her mouth.
I agree. Asuka-san, don't be so mean. Can't you just give Kotomi the newer one?
What? I thought I got along well with my in-laws up until now, but they're my enemies. I realized, and I suddenly felt like fighting them. I'm going to decline.
What? Why? You have two.
Have you made any bread before, Kotomi?
No, that's why I want the new machine. Please, Asuka-san, don't be so mean.
Asuka-san, can you think about it?
No! This deal is over. This conversation is over. And I'll also stop bringing you bread from now on.
What?
That's not good.
I don't care. I'm going home then. I don't know if I'll be back again, but take care. The others started to panic, but I calmly went home. Then, my sister-in-law.
Asuka-san, are you angry? I'm sorry if I made you angry. Please, give me the old one then. Please?
I continued to receive messages like that, but it's not like I was angry, but I don't want to think about it, so please stop sending messages for a while. If you keep pestering me, I'll block you. After that, it became quiet. At night,
I'm home. Asuka-san?
welcome back. What's wrong?
My parents and my sister screwed up, didn't they?
Oh. My husband came back from work and was acting really timid. So I told him about what happened during the day while laughing. When he heard what happened,
I'm really sorry. My mom was soft on Kotomi. I don't remember ever pampering my sister, but it seems like she can't get over her old ways. Sorry.
it's not that big of a deal, but it's true that Kotomi is too spoiled, and I thought of her as a relative. But when I realized she's just a stranger, it made me kind of sad.
I'm sorry. Of course, the home baking machine is yours, so you should do whatever you want with it.
I didn't mean to be sarcastic. When my husband heard my words, he became even more down and didn't say anything. And I felt bad. Even if he didn't say anything, I was going to do whatever I wanted to do anyway. I mean, if my mother-in-law or father-in-law wanted it, I was going to give them either the old one or the new one. But when the first thing they said was how they wanted the new one, I didn't feel like giving it to them anymore. As I was relaxing after dinner thinking about that, the doorbell rang. Who is it at this time of night? Yes?
I'm sorry at this hour. Can we have a talk?
The in-laws came to visit. Even though they live nearby, it would be rude to turn them away. And since it's a holiday tomorrow, we invited them in.
I'm sorry, Asuka-san.
My sister-in-law started crying, and her husband patted her lightly on the back with a troubled expression.
Kotomi? Why are you crying? I mean, what are you guys doing at this hour? Well...
I'm sorry for making you angry. Don't be angry, Asuka-san.
As she apologized, her husband talked.
When I came home from my parents' house, she started crying a little while later. And when I managed to talk to her, she told me she said something rude to her sister-in-law and made her angry.
Oh.
So, she was also sorry and wanted to apologize. I'm sorry for bothering you at this hour.
While her husband was explaining, my sister-in-law was apologizing while crying. I was the one who had declared the in-laws to be my enemies, but somehow, I felt kind of sorry for them. I'm not that angry. I was a bit annoyed, but...
I'm sorry.
Because you and your mother kept going on about the new one and told me to keep the old one without even listening to me, to be honest, I got fed up and thought that was the end.
So you are angry.
You need to listen. That's right, I don't mind whether it was the old one or the new one, but... You know, the one I got from the lottery is the cheaper model.
What?
It only has the basic functions. You can only make basic bread. But the old one I was using was a high-end model, and it could make things like bread, mochi, udon, and even mix in nuts and cheese. It was possessed by the god or devil of bread, so it's expensive, but it's better to have a machine with lots of functions. I was so excited about getting a bonus that I ended up buying the most expensive model. But when I actually started making bread, I probably won't use this function for the rest of my life. That's what I realized. The one I won in the lottery was a cheap one with only the minimum functions, but I thought that was fine. So I thought I should give away the old one, or the multifunctional one I'm using now. But Kotomi and your mother wouldn't listen to me at all. In the end, they even said I was mean and told them anybody would be annoyed while laughing. When I said that, my sister-in-law started crying again and kept apologizing. No, it's not that big a deal. I'm not that angry, and I can't help but forgive my cute sister if you cry like that, so don't cry anymore.
Asuka-san!
My sister-in-law says she wouldn't mention the home baking machine again, and she hoped we could continue to get along well. I thought that might be a little lucky to have such a kind sister-in-law who would go to such lengths to make peace with me. After that, my sister-in-law started hugging me and left after apologizing with her husband once again. The next day... Yes? What? Father-in-law? As we were lazing around having breakfast with the leftover bread from yesterday, my in-laws came over.
Sorry to bother you on your day off. My wife started crying and said she treated you unfairly yesterday.
I'm sorry, Asuka. It's not that I'm favoring Kotomi.
Oh. After explaining things properly to my in-laws, we came to an agreement that I would give the old home baking machine to my in-laws and hold a baking class for my mother-in-law and sister-in-law once a month.
We've been receiving all sorts of bread, but you must have been spending money on ingredients, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Asuka-san.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
Well, it's not that much. Since Ryota is working hard, we can afford the ingredients for my hobby of baking.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for it from the family budget because it was my hobby. But after that discussion, my father-in-law, my husband, and my sister-in-law's husband agreed to pay for the ingredients for the baking class.
You can make mochi too, right? Handmade mochi reminds me of when I was a kid.
You can make croissants too? I want to make them.
Croissants are a bit of a challenge. Let's make mochi for now. We'll make rice flour bread later.
Yes!
For me, I'm happy because I can still make bread at home as a hobby in a relaxed environment. And I can also get to know my mother-in-law and her family better while making various things without worrying about the cost. I think the men had to cut back a little on their own spending, but they were able to eat delicious bread and everyone had a good time. So I think it was a win-win situation for them too. My name is Asuka, and I've been married to Ryota for 2 years. We don't have any children yet, but we're a happy couple who travel together and live a happy life every day. One day, my phone received a line message. It's been a while. I hope everyone's doing well. Why don't we all go out for dinner sometime? The group chat with 4 of my close friends from university came to life by one of them saying that, "Good idea. I've been wanting to get together with everyone again, too."
I want to go too.
I wanted to go, too, and the conversation started getting exciting. I'm glad. I was a bit hesitant thinking that everyone might be busy. If you just invited me, I would have gone.
Seriously, I'm so tired from work and housework every day. I need a place where I can blow off some steam.
Everyone's doing their best. Everyone's married, but we all started joking around and the conversation was going off on a tangent. I made a correction and we decided to choose a restaurant. How about seafood? One of my friends gave a suggestion and we got excited. That sounds great. I don't really eat seafood at home, so it would be nice to try something different.
That's true.
Then let's go to a good seafood restaurant. There's one place I've been wanting to go to. We all agreed, and when I told them there was a place I was eyeing, everyone said that they wanted to go there, and we decided on a restaurant. We confirmed the time and looked forward to the day. On the day. Wow, Asuka! It's been a while! Maki, it's been a really long time. You haven't changed at all. I was waiting in front of the restaurant when one of our friends joined me. The atmosphere was the same as it was back then, and it made me nostalgic. It was like slipping back in time to when I was at university. After chatting for a while, the other 2 friends arrived in a taxi. Wow, it's been a while since we last saw each other.
You two haven't changed at all.
We were really excited to see each other again, and we went into the store.
You 4 made a reservation, right? Please, come this way.
As you would expect from a restaurant that mainly serves seafood, there was a large selection of dishes on the menu, including fresh sashimi, shrimp, crab, and even charcoal grilled dishes. Our excitement was at its peak. Wow, I'm looking forward to eating fresh fish. Yeah, I always wanted to come to this restaurant. We were shown to our seats and sat down. We ordered a course when we made the reservation, so we ordered our drinks and soon after the food arrived. Wow, look at all this food. The course we ordered was luxurious, with crab and prawns which we ate with our hands. Is it really okay to eat this much? It feels like I'm doing something wrong.
It's fun. We work so hard at work and at home, so let's be a little extravagant today. Just as we were about to start eating. What? One of our friends, Kaori, suddenly started crying. Kaori, what's wrong? The three of us were confused, not understanding what was going on.
Are you feeling sick?
Is there something you can't eat? The three of us asked her what was wrong, and Kaori replied.
I was excited about having a meal together as four for the first time in a while, but this kind of restaurant is just too much.
What? I asked again, not understanding. Is something wrong with this restaurant? Then,
I thought it would be a fancier restaurant, but it's a place where you eat chunks of fish and soup and grab food with your hands and eat it with gusto. Why would you choose a place like this?
I was given an explanation, but to be honest, I had a hard time understanding it. Why are you crying over something like that? You're an adult, not an elementary school student. I wanted to say that, but I thought it might be a bit too provocative, so I swallowed my words. We already decided to come here, though.
That's right! Nowadays, if you look up a restaurant, you can check things like atmosphere and interior. It's a bit late to be crying over something like that. But since we're going as four girls, I thought it would definitely be an Italian or French restaurant.
That's just your own assumption. Just because it's not what you thought, you can't start crying just before you start eating at a restaurant. The other two also looked at Kaori with a cold expression of dismay.
Let's eat it anyway. It'll get cold.
That's true. We've come all this way, so we might as well enjoy it. Yeah, let's eat. We started eating after our friend said that, but Kaori was still sad and she continued to complain.
Why are we eating at a place like this?
She kept crying, so I thought that maybe something unpleasant or painful had happened at home recently. So I asked her about it, but no, we're a happy couple getting along and work is going well too. So we were even more confused. In that kind of atmosphere, it was impossible to have a pleasant conversation, and the course ended with a gloomy atmosphere still hanging over the place. We each paid for our own courses and left the restaurant. Well, thanks for today. See you again.
Yeah, see you.
Kaori left and the three of us had a discussion.
Seriously? What was that about?
I don't know. Was she worried about something?
But she said her marriage and work was going well.
So she started crying just because she didn't like the restaurant?
Maybe.
She's like a little kid. My friend made the same kind of comment as me, and I almost laughed.
I wanted to talk more.
Me too. Same. It seems like we didn't talk enough, and we ended up talking about meeting up again for a meal soon.
I won't contact Kaori for a while.
Yeah, let's go with the three of us next time. I also didn't want to contact Kaori, so I decided to keep a distance from her for a while. And a few weeks later, the three of us met up for a meal. Today we went to regular izakaya with a private room. We drank and talked all night.
So, my husband doesn't look after the kids at all.
Wow, I know how hard that is. My boss got angry with me out of the blue the other day. That happens to everyone. I think we were all talking about things we couldn't talk about before, so we were really getting into the conversation. It was the first time we talked in a while, and it made me nostalgic about my university days. The fun night passed in the blink of an eye, and we all went back to our everyday lives. Then one day... Yes, hello? The doorbell rang in my house, so I checked on the monitor and saw a man I recognized from somewhere. Who is it? Then the man.
I'm sorry for coming so late, but I'm Kaori's husband.
Oh. I've never met him before in person, but I've seen him several times on Kaori's social media. It's nice to meet you. What can I do for you? I was quite confused by his sudden visit.
Actually, my wife has been feeling quite down recently.
I see. I decided to open the front door. Good evening.
Good evening. So my wife told me her relationship with Asuka-san and a few other friends from university was strained, and she wants to make up with everyone.
What? Strained? When I heard that, I was surprised. I mean, I haven't spoken to Kaori since we went out for dinner the other day. When I explained that to her husband...
Well, after that, Kaori saw you guys having a meal without her.
What? Apparently, Kaori saw us three at the izakaya the other day. Is that so?
Yes, Kaori was very sad about it.
But
she said she was the one who was at fault. I heard she caused trouble for everyone when you all went out to eat the other day.
Yes. I don't know if it was the restaurant we chose, but she suddenly burst into tears. When I explained that to the husband.
I'm truly sorry about that. Actually, I brought Kaori with me today, and she really wants to apologize, so is it okay if I bring her?
What? She's here? I'm surprised. Apparently, Kaori came here with her husband, and her husband left for a moment and came back with Kaori.
Asuka, I'm really sorry for what happened. I know you couldn't enjoy the meal because of me. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Kaori seemed to have really reflected on herself, and she apologized to me with a very sorry expression.
I want to go out to eat and travel with everyone again, so please be friends with me again.
Could you forgive my wife this time?
Yes. To be honest, when the husband said that to me, I couldn't refuse. I made up with Kaori for the time being, and Kaori left looking satisfied. The next day, I reported to my friend that Kaori had come to apologize.
She came to yours too?
She brought her husband to my place too. It seems like she also visited the two of them with her husband to apologize. Well, should we go out to eat again with the four of us?
Yeah.
The two of them still seemed a little dissatisfied, but since the four of us weren't able to talk properly the other day, we decided to go out to eat again. Then my friend. Okay, but I can't accept it like this, so let me choose the restaurant. She said that. What? Sure, but she might say something if you choose a restaurant like last time. Oh no. So this time, I'll make a reservation at a good restaurant. So the four of us set a new date and went out to eat.
Wow, this is a really nice restaurant.
The restaurant my friend made a reservation for was really fancy and looked like an expensive Italian restaurant.
Yeah, this is the kind of restaurant I like.
Kaori seemed satisfied with the restaurant since it was her ideal restaurant. I thought she was a really picky girl, but today, it looks like the four of us will finally be able to have a fun chat. This time, Kaori didn't burst into tears and the meal ended with us happily. We called over a waiter to pay the bill, and when we received the bill...
What? 44,000 yen for 4 people?
Kaori was shocked to find out that we had eaten a lunch that cost 10,000 yen per person. But... Wait, you said you wanted to come to a fancier restaurant last time. My friend who reserved today's restaurant explained.
Wait, I said I wanted to go to a fancy restaurant, but I never said an expensive restaurant like this. There's no way I'm paying for a place like this. It's a ripoff. I'm not paying for it.
Kaori begins to complain after realizing the bill. But... That's impossible. You ate too. Besides, I sent you the restaurant online today, didn't I? I asked if everyone was okay with it since it's expensive.
What?
She did put the link for the restaurant online, and she did mention the price at that time. Last time too. Can you stop coming at me without checking in advance? It's annoying. Kaori started crying again.
You're so mean! You should have explained it properly.
I told you I did. I even wrote it in the message, and the prices were clearly listed on the restaurant's website.
Kaori, we want to get along with you too, but if you're gonna complain like this even after choosing the restaurant altogether, it's hard for us to.
For now, each of us will pay 11,000 yen. And we all paid. Kaori didn't seem to have any cash on her, so she paid with her credit card. When we left the restaurant, Kaori walked home alone like last time. Was this your plan, Maki? Well, it wasn't really a plan, but I hope Kaori truly changes her mind this time. However, a few days later...
You're so mean! You picked that restaurant to trick me!
We received resenting line messages from her, but we thought it was annoying, so we decided to leave the group chat. Was that fine?
Well, whatever. It's her fault.
My friend said that, so I decided to keep my distance from Kaori for a while again. A few months later, did you hear? Kaori got divorced. What? I got a phone call that surprised me. My friend told me that Kaori asked her husband to come and apologize to us again, but he got fed up with having to put up with her problems and her constant nagging, and he asked for a divorce. Seriously? Even her husband gave up on her. Yeah. After that, for a while, me and my friend received some spiteful messages from her, saying that we were the reason she got divorced. But to be honest, I was annoyed by her nagging, so I blocked her on all social media and phone numbers. She was a real pain in the ass. Losing a friend was a shock, but I have other friends who are just as supportive, so I know I can continue to live my life strongly.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!